Hi, it's David Herman here from Web Marketing for Dentists. Just want to talk to you a little bit about SEO, which is very new right now. Let me tell you what I mean by that. Let's move through. Just going to explain to you a little bit, remind some of you who don't know about it, the difference between PPC and SEO. PPC is what most of our clients do with us. We're a big PPC shop for dentists. PPC is also known as AdWords, Google Ads, paid listings, sponsored ads. Top of the page usually has the word ad there in white on a green background. That is one area of the page. Also appears at the bottom of the page as well. Right in the middle here, where there's the maps, are what is called the map listings, also known as Google My Business, GMB. And then SEO is also it includes this, and it also includes all the organic search results that populate below this result here. As you scroll down, it's just organic search results, all the way down. So quickly, what used to be the issue with SEO? So in the past, if you've seen any of my presentations talking about the great things about PPC, pay-per-click has always been very good because it's very quick, right? It's very much instantaneous. So in the old days, we used to complain about two things. Results are slow with SEO, right, as compared to pay-per-click. And it was also not trackable hardly at all. Very little trackability for SEO, especially as opposed to pay-per-click, which is just tracking everything. Every single keyword you can track in the smallest amount of detail. But now, I would say that SEO is not quite as slow. It's still slow. You're talking 3 to 6 months to really see a difference and start to generate leads in a normal case. But it is now very trackable. It has suddenly developed trackability, which I'm not going to talk about why that is and how that is right now, but I'm just going to show you some examples. So here is some PPC tracking taken randomly from a client. Going for 5 months from October through February, you can see how much they're spending. You can see how many leads they're getting. You can see what the cost per lead is, in the 30s or $40 per lead. It used to be that only PPC would give you this. Nowadays, we actually have in SEO the ability to do this as well. This is one of our clients for SEO, again, randomly selected, same 5 months. This client happens to be paying $1,000 a month. There are a variety of prices starting at $550 and going up to $1,500. Depends on you, your location, what you want to be optimized for, lots of different variables there, which we can talk about. So this person is spending $1,000, but it's a good $1,000 they're spending because they've got starting off at 45 leads in October and then going up pretty much every month with the exception of December. And ending up at 96. So basically doubling their leads. And as you would expect, therefore, halving their cost per lead from $22 to $10. So, when you toggle back between the two of them, it's basically the same quality of tracking, which is amazing. Now, you may have received in the past, or you may be receiving now, older reporting formats for SEO, which when I look at those very simple new patient lead tables just kind of make me tremble a little bit. Let's take a look at some of the old formats. You may be still receiving these right now. Oh, so this one is the SEO report that you never receive, which a lot of clients seem to have that particular kind of report. There you go. There's that report. There's also these reports. When you get the reports, you almost wish that they weren't sending you the reports. So this is one report. This is about the most understandable. I could go through this in some detail, and I do with my SEO team, but it's really not necessary for you. Here's another one. Arrows, it's green, it's red. Here it's, there's time on the left, there's positions over the top. This one is one of my favorites. And we realized that, you needed something a little bit more graphical. And so we created this as a way to, we thought, simplify things and make things more visual. I think it's just more confusing. So we need this stuff. We like looking at this stuff, and this kind of detail is important internally. What you really want is the new reporting format for SEO, which we just saw, which is this. You want to know how many leads, are my leads going up over time? I'm paying you money. What is my cost per lead, right? Are you generating more leads for me than we had in the past? Um, and just to show you that I picked 6 SEO clients randomly. This was the trajectory from October through February. You can see that January was a particularly good month, but February is way above December anyway. So, everything is getting better in terms of new patient leads. And then when you break it down into the 6 different clients, you see that there's good reasons to know when, if you're the purple guy here, um, purple is doing really great. All he's going to say to us in February is keep on going. Can you keep the angle of that line going quite as steeply? Keep it growing, right? That's all he's going to say to us. So, we're going to be a star there. Even blue down here doesn't have a lot of volume, only like 22 new patient leads, but he started off at 0. So, he's probably pretty happy. He would like to see it start to go up again in March and April. So, that's something that he has to have an eye on. But look at red here. Now, red, if you're the red client, you want to, say to us, hey, I can't see you go down again. You have to start coming up. This is like way too flat, this curve. It's even heading down a little bit. So this gives us a warning as well. We understand that we're judged on new patient leads. So we will, put a lot of effort into this client and to trying to take him up. If he starts dropping down towards 25, that client is not going to be with us for long. So it's a good tool to both be able to praise and inspire your SEO people to do even greater things, and also it's a good way to give them a kick if they're not doing things right. So that's something that we really appreciate. You also can get into some really good marketing return on investment calculations, which is really what you want to be able to do, and you want to be able to do them fairly simply. The SEO cost per lead amongst those 6 clients, those dentist clients, was between $5 per lead and $47 per lead. Now, of course, cost per lead is great. Now, everybody would say, well, I want to be the $5 per lead, right? That's what I want. But if you don't close any of them, it doesn't make any difference, right? $5, $2, it doesn't matter. At $47, if you close one and you close him for an all-on 4 for $25,000, so you're laughing. That's great, right? So yes, cost per lead is important, but more important than that is doing an actual ROI analysis. You want to track each of your leads in your patient management system, in Dentrix, in Eaglesoft, whatever you have. You want to try to work out the production should be equal to about 4 times your marketing spend. So if you're spending $1,000, you've got to make at least $4,000 that month on those leads. Hopefully that's pretty easy to do. I know there's plenty of people who are making 10 times return on investment and more, but we need to at least be at 4. If we're not at 4, what do we do? And even if we are at 4, we do the same thing just to try to optimize things. Go back, look at your sales system, do some analysis. That means going into Lead Hub. Lead Hub is a lead tracking tool online. All of the leads go in there. It gives you the ability to SMS them and to email them and to write comments about them. And it's for your front desk to really be on the leads and be working the leads constantly. The fortune is in the follow-up. You got to follow up with these leads. You got to be persistent. You got to touch them 6, 8, 10 times, in order to get a result from them. Then also what you want to do is look at where did the leads get lost in the process? Was it that we weren't good at contacting them? Was it that we weren't good at booking them when we got in touch with them? Was it good that we booked them, but they just didn't show? Those are usually the 3 areas. We have to work out which of those areas are the weakest and come up with a plan to fix those areas. And then finally, which kinds of leads turn into production? This could mean the way they come to us. They fill in a form on the website. Do they call? Maybe they do a chat with us. How are they contacting us? Does that make a difference in terms of how easy they are to close and turn into real production? Or is it to do with the procedures? Are we closing implants better than we're closing veneers? If so, if veneers aren't closing, implants are, maybe stop marketing for veneers and just roll that money into implants. If we're closing that really well, let's just go with what we're closing. So that's really it. It's a very quick one. You should know SEO plans start at $550 a month. They go up to about $1,500 a month. Probably, the average is about 1,000. You should let your account manager or me, David Herman, or Isaac Gorin know that you want an SEO analysis. and we'll start the ball rolling and do a presentation to you and show you what we think might happen. We'll start to do some work with you. So let us know and keep safe. Okay, bye.